Hey guys, what's up? I'm here today to show you my very pathetic Anthurium queen that I had imported in from Ecuagenera. Now, as you guys all know, when I first received this plant, it was huge. It was very big, it had beautiful leaves, it had beautiful juicy roots, and I totally neglected this plant and we're left with this chunk. Now, it underwent some major root rot, but you guys, I think I found a holy grail product that's supposed to help eliminate all root rot moving forward. And I don't know why no one has talked about it. Maybe it's because we don't really know how to use it. I mean, just follow the instructions, right? But yeah, I found this product on TikTok because I was trying to do some research and finding some content and material to film for you guys, because initially I wanted to do like a TikTok plant tip, care tip, plant hack reaction, and I found this video and I was like, what is that? And does that actually work? So yeah, I'm gonna show you the video because I was actually, one, very impressed by the aesthetics of the video itself, and the music was very nice. But yeah, here, let's pull it up. All right, so here he is removing all of the soil. So as you guys all know, if you're starting with a plant that was originally in soil, you want to remove all the soil and then properly acclimate it into water. So here he is pouring water into a vase to clean the roots. Nice juicy roots, eh? Look at them. It's all nice and plump. HydroGuard, root inoculant. Change water weekly. Add to the water weekly. What? I was like, what is that? I need to know more. So obviously I bought myself a bottle of HydroGuard, and yeah, I did some research on it and I was really impressed to see the results. Like the side-by-side photos of using hydrogen peroxide to remove root rot versus HydroGuard was significant. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a picture for you where this person had actually did an experiment with his seedlings where he had used hydrogen peroxide in one to help eliminate and to ensure that there's no bacteria, like root rotting bacteria in there, and in the other seedling he had used HydroGuard, and look at it. So I was sold. So I went ahead and bought myself this bottle off of Amazon, and what it's supposed to do is actually, HydroGuard is supposed to have natural bacteria in here that is supposed to help fight against bacteria that is causing root rot. And everyone is trying to convert all of their plants to semi-hydro, and I figured this is a great time to showcase this product. Also, because this plant is currently undergoing root rot, I figured if this product is supposed to help remove root rot bacteria, then it should help with this too, right? Like, I know it's a chunk right now, but it should still work the same. At least in my head, I feel like it should work the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove this from here to see if it's even salvageable, because sometimes it may not be. And here we are. It's just, one, it's kind of grossing me out a little bit. I really hate working with chunks like this. It does not bring me any joy. So down here, it's pretty firm, but up here, it's very smushy. So my plan of action is actually to give this a cut, because down here it's very, very firm. And actually I found a node down here. So there's a node down here and another node up here. I don't know if it's viable, but But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is actually take this chunk, give it a rinse, and I'm actually gonna soak it in HydroGuard. Now, please follow the instructions. Like, don't just dump everything in and not dilute the product. So you're supposed to use like half a tablespoon in a gallon of water. So basically like a drop in a little cup for me because I'm going to actually just kind of soak this in HydroGuard, diluted HydroGuard, and I'm going to throw away this situation, which is like the moss and the tree fern fiber that it was in, because I feel like it also has the bacteria in there. And when I'm dealing with root rot, I typically don't like to reuse the old soil or old substrate unless it's been like sterilized and cleaned, because you're just adding it back. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a clean and soak it for 10 minutes or so and give it fresh moss. But with the moss, I'm actually going to soak the moss in the diluted HydroGuard as well, so that it continues to, I don't know, fight against the root rot bacteria. That is my logic, and that's how I'm going to bring this chunk back to life. So I shall be back in a moment. All right, so while that chunk is soaking in its HydroGuard bath, I want to show you guys this Monstera obliqua Peru. And look at it. It's chosen life. It's put off 2 leaves for me, and I'm stoked. I'm very happy. And you know what? I'm just stunned. Stunned that it's chosen life and that it's choosing to grow, even though the substrate is really not in its favor. So I'm actually going to unpot this as well and clean the plant itself. And you know what? I think moving forward, I'm going to always soak all of my plants that are being transplanted into something in HydroGuard, because it's just going to kill all of the bacteria that's causing root rot. Yeah, so this clearly underwent some major root rot. Now, if you just look at this one, it has like this little dangler. That needs to be cleaned up for sure. There's clearly some new growth going on right over here that you can't really see, but it's nice and fuzzy. But otherwise, everything else just needs to, yeah, it definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's very smushy still. And to be honest with you, I have no idea how this even survived. No idea. Plants are amazing. But in any case, I am going to take this downstairs, give it a HydroGuard bath, and then just start cleaning everything. I will be refreshing the substrates for sure. I'm not reusing this because that's a mess. But yeah, I shall be back with some freshly bathed plants for you guys to see. All right, so while I was cleaning this, I did find a cute little growth point. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, and I really hope that it does, but do you see that? Right there. There's a growth point happening right here. And that means if I do this correctly and I don't snap it off, it's gonna put off a new leaf for me. So that's exciting. I'm still gonna pot these 2 obliquas together in one cup. So I have a new cup here. I'm just gonna pop it in here. So I'm gonna use the same soil mixture as before. So the soil mixture that I had repotted my monsteras in, so it's tree fern fiber, some ponds and coarse perlite, and charcoal. So let's just plop this in here. Try not to break any new roots. Yeah, there we go. I really hope this works. Like truly, I really do hope that this works, because transitioning all your plants over is going to be a breeze, especially if you like try to water root it first. So like I had said previously, someone in my comments suggested to actually root the plants in just plain water and just kind of like watch it and then transfer it over to your semi-hydro substrate once it's put off some roots. And that's a genius idea. So if this works, then you know this is just another tool that you get to use to transition your plants. So that's it. And I'm trying not to cover that little growth point, so I'm gonna move some of these things around. But yeah, there she is, all potted up. I have some water here, and this does have some of the Hydro Guard in here, and I'm just gonna give it a drink and then work on the Anthurium Queen. All right, so moving on to this Anthurium chunk. Now I do want to mention something, and that is earlier I had showed you like the top part. The top was actually rotting quite a bit, and it's actually rotting on the side right here, so I'm hoping that it'll just kind of like stop. But I did have to trim the top off, and when I'm trimming back chunks that are undergoing root rot, I trim it back until there's healthy flesh. So you know that this is healthy because it looks not brown and it feels firmer. So I'm gonna put this in moss, and this moss was also hydrated with some diluted HydroGuard. So I'm hoping that, you know, it'll continue to fight against the root rotting bacteria. All right, so here are the plants all potted up. Now they are gonna go back in the cabinet over there so that it can continue to receive higher humidity. Originally, I had actually put like a dome over this chunk to give it 100% humidity, but like it just kept getting worse. Like it just kept rotting. So I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna let it be and let it kind of like sit out like this. And I'm just gonna hope that 65 to 70% humidity will make it happy, keep it happy. But yeah, I'm hoping that this will help with the root rot for sure. And yeah, otherwise I spent $70 on this liquid and it did absolutely nothing. But with the research that I was doing, it looked pretty legit. So that's why I'm filming this video to share with you guys. And again, to document everything, and if I fail, then we all get to see it on the internet. But yeah, so here we go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.